Hey guys, real quick before we get into the video today, I just wanted to bring to your attention, I do have a TcgPlayer Store that I sell pretty frequently on here. If you guys come to my store, MatthewCodysCards, you'll see I have several cards up here for sale. Just reach out to me and let me know. If you guys are interested in anything like that, you can message me on YouTube and just say, hey, I'm interested in this card you have, and maybe we can work out a deal or something. I also have an eBay store where I do sell pretty frequently with like deck cores and play mats and football cards and stuff like that. So just reach out, guys. Please enjoy the video. Peace. Hey guys, I wanted to talk about another deck that is getting ready to shift and change for ROTA, Rage of the Abyss. Right now, we are in a kind of like lull point of the game where we're all kind of just standing by and waiting to see what happens post-ROTA, and how it's going to affect the game, and what's going to change. And I think that this deck right now is very strong, but I think it will be changing post-ROTA pretty heavily. The deck in question today is Whitewood's RUNICK. I feel like this deck is heavily going to change, and the reason for that is because you're not going to find decks like this that you can just spit your monsters out and combo off. The new Mulch Army is going to nip all that in the bud real quick. Unless you're main decking crossouts, which I feel like crossout will become more prevalent also post-ROTA, and I'll get into my conversation about ROTA in a separate video. But a deck like this is going to change it up. It's just going to have to. And we're going to wait and see what happens. I don't know if this deck will even be a thing in a month from now, but hopefully it will. Because it is a fan favorite and I really enjoy it. I still have it on paper. I did post it on my eBay, so it is for sale up there if you guys are at all interested. But this is just something that, I don't know, it's near and dear to my heart. I practiced it for probably like 3 weeks straight and had a lot of fun with it, and I've become a fan favorite. But I have also prepared myself more for ROTA and what's going to change there. So let's get right into it. I'm playing 3 of LZ, sorry. I don't believe in any 2-ofs when it comes to these guys. I think you want 3 of all these because you always like seeing them. Always like seeing them in your hand. So I want to max them out. Another reason why this deck is so near and dear to my heart is that I play a Sword Soul in it. I play 2 Sword Souls in it, actually. I play this and Chengying, and I feel like that kind of touches my heartstrings a little bit, so I love the fact that I have a deck that I can use this in. It's the original Sword Soul. It's the card that really defined what Sword Soul was as far as like an identity, and I love being able to play it, so yeah. I am still on 1 Tails because I feel like Tails is a searcher. You can never go wrong with having a searcher. And then this card is just insane. You should have probably 1 or 2 of these in your side deck as well. For the grind game, Pac taught us that when he played against Brandon. He said, yeah, I sided in 2 more of these against you, and it's what won me the game. And then a huge RUNICK package, 2 Fountain, 3 Tip, 3 Fire, 3 Curses, 3 Destruction, 3 Slumber, Dispelling, and Smiting Stone. Smiting Storm, sorry. So, for me, the logic here is that you can never go wrong with seeing these cards in your hand. It's not a brick. It's not a brick to see all these cards in your hand, and I love seeing them. So that's my logic. This I would probably change. I have these in here because I went with the idea, like Pac was talking about, with a draw card effect or fodder. And I feel like I could change it for better stuff. Probably particularly post-ROTA, this might just be the Charmy spot, or it could be the Crossout spot. So who knows? We'll have to see. And then I am on 2 talents. It could be 1 talent, 1 thrust, but I like 2 talents instead. The Terraforming Across, you need your 3rd Fountain because Gary can't be the one to get them all the time. And then 3 Evenly and 1 Skill Drain, of course. So a card I want to talk about that I think you guys should all be considering if you're going to continue with this deck going forward is Synchro Zone. So this allows only Synchro monsters to attack, and I feel like this could be in your main deck or it could be in your side deck. and it can really knock your opponents off their guard. So, something to consider. I would maybe just say put it here for now, just as an idea. But yeah, extra deck. I left 2 spots to interpretation. Is kind of really like what you want to do with it. So yeah, I wanted to leave that thought process to you. I put in 3 Hugin because I think 3 Hugin is mandatory in this deck. 1 Gary, no Mugen, which it could be one of the spots. 1 of each because it's all you need. You just cycle in and out. I love this package of getting into Dragoon. I think it's a great package. Babushka, of course, and Slayer, and Chengying, of course. A card that is relevant right now, I go against it multiple times a day on Omega, is Deck Lockdown. This card is nutty in the right deck, and I feel like this deck really helps that. Raigeki, this is my board wipe slide. This could be Lightning Storm and Harpies, but I just chose to put Raigeki here. I think Bestials are stronger than ever right now with Yubel. That'll change post-Rota. Going first cards, I had these traps right here. So, that'll be it for the deck profile, guys. I know it's the end of the format, and why are you going over this now? Because I wanted to show you guys, beginning of the month, how much is going to change towards the mid and end of the month. Because decks are going to change like crazy. And in my future deck profile of this deck, when Rota is out, and we're messing around with that, I'll compare it to this list. So that way you guys have an idea in what I'm talking about, of what changes have occurred, and how the deck is going to play, and how decks in general will play, because we're getting Max C back. I know people don't want to say, oh, true, it's not Max C, it's a watered-down version. Doesn't matter, man. You will see, first 2 or 3 weeks of Rota, how much that card changes the game. You will see it in your deck building, because you will constantly be thinking, oh shoot, does my opponent have the Maul Charming in hand? So, anyway guys, I digress. Please like, comment, subscribe. It goes a long way to the channel. I'm at over 250 subs. Crazy to think I'm getting to 300. Would love to get there before, I don't know, Halloween. Would be amazing to me and would bless my heart. So, anyway guys, that'll be it for me. Be kind, be respectful, and I will see you guys when we go over this deck post-Rota. Peace.
Yes, let's go. Come on, come on. Level head, heavy metal, lead foot up on the pedal.